Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda Yasmin and I'm really happy to have you here.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I breathe.
Today we are going to be doing a palette review. As I said, I'm doing a 4-video tutorial on the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. So I ended up picking up this Vault collection. I ordered it on Morphe.com when it came back in stock. I know that it sold out and then it came back. I picked it up for $49, but I know you can pick it up at Ulta. I was there the other day and I saw it, but from what I saw, they only had the palettes individually, so you can't actually buy the whole Vault. But since I wanted to review the whole Vault all together, so I ended up just buying it from Morphe. There was a lot of drama around these palettes. I know Jaclyn addressed a lot of the problems, but we're not here for the drama. I enjoyed my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, the one I got, the original, the big one. I really enjoyed that palette. I know a lot of people do. It is one of my favorite palettes. So when I saw that she came out with shades that she didn't put into the actual palette, I wanted to pick them up. So today we are reviewing the Armed and Gorgeous palette, which is this palette right here. I am a sucker for this color theme. I really love it and I'm excited to try out this palette. As you can see, that's what I did on my eyes today. So if you guys want to see my review on this palette and you want to see this tutorial for the look that I'm doing right now, then please go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so I already primed my eyes. I used my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. My eyes are primed. The first shade that we're going to jump into is going to be, let's see, let's go ahead and use the color Access, which is this nice yellow color. And I'm going to take my Morphe MB25 and I'm just going to use that mirror that is in the palette, which is cool. I'm going to use that mirror and we're going to go in. So it doesn't seem very powdery. I don't have a lot of kickback so far. So dust off my brush just in case and let's get in there. So I was just feeling very inspired today. As you can tell, I'm really feeling fall. I'm ready for fall to come. I am over all this hot weather. Las Vegas is still really hot. We're still in the 90s. But I mean, that's a lot better than, you know, 120 like it normally is in the summer. So it's coming down. It just doesn't come down fast enough for me because I am a fall person. So I'm just taking that yellow color and I am going to put that all in my crease and then above my crease because I do have a lot of eyelid space, so I like to fill that in, and I do have hooded eyes. So let's see, this one's blending really well. I'm not having any problems with it. Doesn't seem patchy. I know a lot of people were complaining about patchiness. There was a few darker shades in the Bling Boss palette that I reviewed the other day. I did a look on that was a little bit patchy, so this one seems pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but I love using yellow. It's just so bright and pretty. And I use it in the winter, I use it in the fall, and I use it in the summer. You can pretty much use yellow all the time as a nice transition shade. And I don't seem to be getting any fallout either. Yeah, this one's not powdery really at all. And it's not very patchy, so maybe a little bit. It might be patching right here a little bit. That's what we're looking like right now. Next, I'm going to go into the color Secure, which is this kind of like burnt orange color. And we're going to put that in my crease. And I'm going to just use my color switch and just use the same brush. If you guys don't have a color switch, I got this one from BH Cosmetics and I really like it. So definitely worth getting one because they take all the pigment off your brush. This one's more powdery, definitely, than the yellow. I'm gonna top off that just in case. And I'm just gonna put that in my crease and just kind of build up that shade just to deepen it up. I'm definitely a warm colored girl for eyeshadow. I don't know about you guys, but I just love it. Give me a warm palette and I will be a happy girl. So far I've been pretty impressed with this palette so far, and then with the Bling Boss one. I mean, they're only $15 per palette, so I mean, what are you expecting, honestly? Like what I said in my last video. For $15, it's not bad. And you get such a different array. And I love the color scheme of these palettes. I like how they're just like themed and put in here nicely. So you don't really have to think like and bounce around, you know, to different palettes. You kind of already have your theme that you're going for when you pick up these palettes, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, I like big palettes, but it's harder for some people, not for me, but I know it's harder for some people to figure out like, oh my god, what color goes with which color. These already have that for you, so I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's what we have so far. They don't seem very patchy. They're blending in really well. Now I'm going to go in the color Agent. I'm gonna go in with my BH Cosmetics brush. It's just number 9. This is one of the festival brushes from BH Cosmetics. And I'm gonna go in the color Agent, which is really like a darker version of the color Secure. They look really similar, but I'm guessing it's just a little bit deeper, more brown orange. Kind of like the color of my shirt a little bit. And I'm just going to put that in my crease a little bit too. We're creasing it up today, you guys. BH Cosmetic brushes, I don't know if you guys have tried them, but they're actually not bad. I don't think they're as good as like Morphe, because they're not as densely packed as Morphe, but I don't think they're bad. And then I'm going to go back in, since I have that in there, and I'm going to go back into that color Access, the yellow color, and just blend that back out on, because I kind of blended a little bit of it away when I was doing the orange. Now we're going to go into the color Smooth Criminal, and we're going to go deep in our crease with that one. I'm going to really get into like the crevice of my crease, and I'm just going to use an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. That's like a double-ended brush, and I got it in one of my Anastasia palettes. So we're going to just use that one, and we're going to just put that in our crease. I never know what to say when I do a tutorial, because it's more of like watching what you're doing than saying what you're doing, you know? I always feel like repetitive whenever I'm doing a tutorial. Like, put this in your crease, now put this in your crease, now put this in your crease. Now I'm going back in with that color Secure, and I'm just kind of blending the two edges together, because when I put the brown, it kind of faded away a little bit. I need to go a little bit higher with the brown color though, because when I cut my crease, you're not going to be able to see it. That's the bad thing about hooded eyes, is you have to think, okay, where is my shadow going to sit so that you can see it when your eyes are open? Because like, what's the point of wearing all this eyeshadow if you can't even see it? So I know all you other hooded eye people can't feel me. Having hooded eyes is a pain in the butt. These colors are working really, really well. I don't have any complaints about this palette so far. I mean, I know a lot of people were like, my palette's patchy, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I just got a good one, I don't know. But I don't have any complaints. And if I didn't like it, I would definitely say so, because I'm very opinionated, as you guys can probably tell. If you're new here, my name's Amanda, and I'm very opinionated, and I speak my mind. Sometimes I say things I shouldn't, but you know, that's me, girl. All right, let's cut that crease. Okay, so I'm gonna take a Wet n Wild brush. It's just this little, oh, it's not even Wet n Wild, it's e.l.f. What's my problem? It's an e.l.f. concealer brush. For some reason I thought it was Wet n Wild. My last video I said it was Wet n Wild. It's actually e.l.f. I found it. So it's this little tiny precision brush, and we're going to cut our crease. And I'm going to take my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, the new one, the Conceal, Contour, and Highlight, and I'm going to cut my crease. If you've seen any of my other tutorials, you know there's a trick if you have hooded eyes, or even if you don't have hooded eyes. But there's a trick that you can like close your eye and then open it, and it will give you a guideline to where you should put your crease so that you can see it when your eyes are open. So just like blink really hard. Like look up and then see it like places it as a guideline for you. And then you just carve it out. So we're gonna do that really quick. Cut crease done. Next eye. A lot of people don't think that cut creases are like practical. I love cut creases, as I always say. It's totally practical. But I mean, maybe not like if you actually like have a job and like go to work and stuff, but like even when I worked, I still did a cut crease. I don't know, but I don't have kids. So like I know a lot of people say, you know, your makeup's, you don't do your makeup as well when you have kids because you don't have time, blah blah blah. But I got time still, so I cut crease it up. All you moms, comment down below. Let me know, do you think a cut crease is practical? You don't have to do a cut crease. I should do some videos where you don't do a cut crease. I feel like it just makes your eyeshadow look like super like precise and neat and stuff, so that's why I always do one. See, now my eye is open and you can see my concealer. Now I'm gonna go back into the palette and I'm just gonna take another one of my festival brushes from BH Cosmetics. It's like this little tiny precision brush. I think it's like for brows or liner or something, but I like to use it for when I do a cut crease. I'm gonna go back into that color Smooth Criminal and I'm just gonna carve back out my cut crease. So if you get messy or something with your, or like smudges or like transfers onto your shadow, you can always go back in and clean it up. Because nobody's perfect. Nobody but Jesus. Now, I'm going to go into the color, I'm gonna do, I don't know, like this is kind of like a green gold called Classified. It's like a greenish gold. Or Coin. Holy shoot. Dang, that's pigmented. That is gold. That is like, follow the yellow brick road. Gold. So I think I'm going to do both of those colors. I'm gonna do this one, like the color Classified, all over my lid, and then maybe do this one in the middle like a halo sort of eye. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna use my finger first because yesterday it did not apply well with a brush. The other one. And so I think if I do my finger just to lay down the shadow and then go in with a brush just to make sure it's like precise on my lid. The shimmer colors, I guess, are like super controversial in these palettes. A lot of people are saying they're not pigmented. This one seems pigmented, I mean, and really metallic to me, but it's because I'm using it with my finger. So like if I use it with a brush, I'll let you know in a second when I pick it up with my brush to, you know, clean up. But when you pick them up with your brush, they just don't pick up, so you definitely have to use like a setting spray like Fix Plus or something. But with your finger, just so you know, it's definitely picking it up and it's definitely metallic. So that's a pretty color. It's like a green gold color. It's like money. All right, and now I'm gonna go into the color Coin. Same thing with my finger. And I'm just gonna put that in the center of my lid. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, I like that combo together. I like it. I haven't done, it's kind of like a greenish, bright gold, a yellow gold. But it looks really good with that green gold color. And now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna clean off that Anastasia brush. I'm gonna use like the flatter side. I'm gonna go back into that Classified color and we're gonna see if it does well. Yeah, it's still picking it up with a brush. So this palette might just be better than the other one, but I definitely agree. Yesterday when I was doing the Bling Boss palette, the colors were just not picking up with a brush and you had to spray it. So I haven't even sprayed this color and it's going on my eye really well. Let's try it just by itself with a brush on my other eye instead of just using my finger. We'll see if I stand by that statement on my other eye. Yeah, definitely not. I mean, it's picking it up, but it's nowhere near as good as when I do it with my finger. So you probably want to use a setting spray with these. But it's not bad. It's way better than the one yesterday. Seriously. My Bling Boss palette. But it was lighter colors that I was picking up. Like pinks and purples. So I mean, that's always hard. But I'm definitely getting fallout with this color. So, but it's because it's a shimmery and it's kind of chunky. So just beware. This is like the first time I've gotten fallout on my face that I've noticed. You guys might have noticed more than me, but I only prefer it with my finger. It just applies better, but it's not bad with a brush. I know some people are weird about using their finger. Like, just wash your hands, man. It's not that serious. I mean, not to me at least. Maybe it is to you, but let me clean off some fallout. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with the color Coin and just put that on the center of my lid with my finger because we know the brush isn't as good. Oh, and of course, here comes my garbage truck. Doesn't fail whenever I'm filming, my garbage truck comes. Alright, so I'm just going to go back into that color Smooth Criminal really fast and just clean up my cut crease again because I kind of got some of the shimmer color. Not much, but I got a little bit messy with the shimmery color. Cool, man. Alright, so for our under our eyes, let's take that same Anastasia brush. I'm just going to color switch it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't change brushes a lot. I don't like to. I have certain brushes that I really like and can do multiple things, and I kind of stick with that. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the color Agent, which was that darker orange, and I'm just going to put that under my eyes first. I'm just going to sweep it all under my eyes. I love this eyeshadow, you guys. It is so fall. I'm going to be using the heck out of this palette. I don't know about you guys. I would definitely get my hands on it. Even if you just buy one. So far, this is my favorite compared to the other one, but it's because it's warm colors. I just don't care for your colors, honestly. Alright, now I'm going to go back into Smooth Criminal and I'm just going to dust that really close to under my eye. Just to deepen that up. Let's do our brow bone highlight and our corner highlight. So there's a color in here called VIP, and it's kind of like a gold silver color, or not gold, but a white silver color. So we're going to use that as our brow bone and inner corner highlight. So I'm going to go with my Morphe E18. This is my favorite highlighting brush for my brow bone and for my inner corner by Morphe. We are highlighted. Let's go ahead. I'm going to jump out, do my eyeliner and my mascara, pop on some lashes, and I will be back to give you my final thoughts on this palette. I'll be right back. So I went ahead and did my lashes and eyeliner, and I put on my lipstick. Just in case you're wondering, I just went over to Ulta and they're doing the 21 Days of Beauty, and this is the Tarteist lip paint in Fortune. So that's what color this is. I think it goes really good with this makeup look that we did. So what do you guys think of the makeup look? I think it turned out pretty well. I don't have any complaints about my makeup look. I think it turned out really good. Now let's talk about this palette. So first of all, like I said in my last video, I'm really digging the packaging. But my one complaint would be that there are no names on these palettes. The name of this palette is Armed and Gorgeous, as I said earlier. And the cool thing about the packaging too is there's like little gold like stars and specks on here, so it kind of gives you, even though it doesn't have the color, at least you kind of know like the color scheme that's in here without having to open it. The packaging is great. It has a very nice workable mirror. It is magnetic, so it doesn't just, you know, open, which is nice. So it would be a good palette for traveling. The overall color scheme in here is awesome. I really dig it. This is totally up my alley. I would totally purchase this palette for if I just saw it and saw like the color scheme in it, because this is my jam. This is totally what I normally go for. So also my palette has a V2 on the end. So just in case you were wondering, my palette is V2. I know there was a lot of drama around these palettes, and mine is V2. I know there were some V1s. So mine's version 2. Overall, this eyeshadow palette, the Armed and Gorgeous palette, I really enjoyed it. I didn't have any issues with blending. I didn't have any problems. I really like it. I give it an A+. I would say pick it up if you are a warm palette girl like me. If you love warm palettes like I do, then go ahead and pick it up. That is the end of this video, you guys. This is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys are liking tutorials on my channel. I'm new to doing tutorials. If you guys like that, let me know. And if you guys like me, then please give this video a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell so that you can get notified for when I make videos. I try to post videos at least twice a week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and toodles for now.
Hold me close till I get out.